know we got a long, long way to go. But where we end up, I don't know. But we ain't gonna let nothing hold us down. We're gonna get ourselves together and all that stuff, right? So that's our team song. So it says, "Ain't no stopping us now with the Jones Jewels." And so that's our team song. We play that at every meeting. And I said, and it says, there's a part in there. It says, "If you ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. So don't you let nothing, nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen, listen to every word I say, every word I say. Ain't no stopping." Come on now. You know, it's so amazing, right? Because music is such a ministry. One of the things I teach in my keynote speaking business to the federal government, I teach cultural diversity and generational diversity. I actually teach that to the federal government. I charge them $3,000 an hour to speak. And so they book me. I mean, it's been times I've been so booked up. And it's like, "Can you come in for a half a day? 10 grand. You know, you come for a half day. They're going to get a lot of breaks, okay? So 10 grand, 10 grand and a lunch break. I'll come in a half a day. They charge me, I charge them $10,000. They put it in my account. So you have to know your self-worth. And I know mine. And so I do have a keynote speaking and personal development business that people book me to speak.
Yes.
When I didn't have two pennies to rub together, remember my affirmations? I will be on the cover of magazines and on TV screens. I'll be the most sought after speaker in all the world, and I will make decisions based on my desires and not based on my bank account. I'll never have to chase money. Money is going to chase me. Remember, I said that. As a broken woman, as a woman with very low self-esteem. So when Success Magazine called to feature me on the cover, I spoke it.
That's right.
When they called me, they wanted me to meet with Oprah and meet with Les Brown. I was sitting down having dinner with Les Brown. He wanted me to join his speaking circuit. And God said, "Your fruit not ripe yet, not now." So I turned it down. Some of us go to, you're not ready. And so I turned it down. It wasn't my time. But I knew that's where I was headed. I also know that eventually God will call me into the ministry. But right now, my pastor said to me, "I'm very disappointed in you because when I met you, I said, here's another strong black woman that'll stand beside me in the pulpit." I said, "Pastor, I understand, but I do want you to know that I hear from God for myself. I do recognize his voice." And I did it. Recognize game. Because when I met you, I said, this is a strong woman. She'll be a great RVP in my organization. You got what I'm saying?
Yes.
Some of y'all relationship ain't with God, is with the pastor. And mine is with God.
Right.
Some of us are in ministries, you can't even sing. Get off the choir. Every time the church door open, you want to be up in there, but your family's starving. Because somebody told you God first, family second, and business third. That is not correct. You cannot put God in chronological order. It's God all the time. So when I'm here, I'm with him. He's with me. And when I'm at the convention, he's going to be with me.
Right.
And when I'm on the company trips, he's with me. You got what I'm saying?
Yes.
Stop that, because some of y'all won't go win because somebody told you you're supposed to be in church every time the door open. I said, "Pastor, I'm not here every Sunday, but I probably need more people to Christ than your members that come every week." My team have a very intimate relationship with them. You got what I'm saying, guys?
Yes.
So, I don't know who that was for. That part's messing folks up. So I wanna, I'm gonna close out with some stuff, guys. I got some stuff for you, right? Yes. But something I wanna share with you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really big. The last book I wrote as an author is True Wealth Starts in the Mind. I'm working on another book now, and God, there's so many books. By the way, I'm not a writer. It just gives me this wisdom that I have to put on paper. And so what I do is sitting down and writing is not it's hard for me. I just can't keep flowing with it. So what I have to do is I have to stand up and speak. I'm a speaker. Right. So I speak my book and then have somebody write it. Mm-hmm. So when I sit down and write it, I get blocks. I can't flow. But I've never written a speech before, and I remember getting ready to speak for the company convention, and as one of the MVPs, and going on the main stage, and 50,000 people and they're out there in Georgia at the Dome, and I was backstage, and they said, you know, what you gonna talk about? I said, I don't know. And they said, they get ready to introduce you, they come out on the stage. What are you gonna speak on? I said, I don't know. It's like, you didn't write anything? I said, no. I said, I'll know when I get to the podium. And that's how I've always been. I've never written a speech before. And I'm not very disciplined and good with PowerPoint. I admire people with that. Because one time the company said to me, you know, like, can you just do a PowerPoint that there's women in America? And don't forget, I got to the second slide. I forgot it was up there. And I just started flowing. And then I would look back and I said, oh, shoot. And then this was the joke. Now click it. Now click it. Now click it. I told you, just click it. Keep clicking. Click it. Get to the end. Now, y'all. So the company says now, when we ask you to speak, we're not giving you a topic. Because you ain't going to stick to it anyway. I can't. It boxes me in. I'm just not. I admire people that can do that. I'm just not that. That's just not my flow. I get up here, I discern my audience, I can feel y'all, and I address you. You got what I'm saying? Yes. I mean, has anything I said since I've been up here touched anybody? Yes. Was it a thought, a prayer, or something? Yes. Mm-hmm. It's called discernment. So when I go speak for the federal government, I've been in every agency, Department of Defense, Department of War, if you change the name back. I mean, all the agencies. And so I go early, I sit in the back of the room, so as all the people are walking in, I'm watching them. They walk in. And my assistant is doing a running around, getting everything set up, but I'm in the back, they don't know I'm to speak, I'm in the back of the room watching them. I feel their vibe, and I get up there and I flow. And I do have PowerPoints and all that, because it's corporate, you know, but I'm flowing, man, so that's my thing. So it's something I want to share with you guys, because I want y'all to know it's not that I want people to look at least. I'm very uncomfortable with a lot of attention. It's just not me, man. It's like I want you to see the Christ in me and get excited about that. You know what I mean? I don't want you to think it's like Lisa is all that, man, because on my own I'll mess it up, boy. But in God, I'm a powerful chick. And it's like, but on my own, so I don't want to be. I always tell my team, don't put me on pedestals. Don't do that. Don't have God call me home early because you don't put me on a pedestal. I don't want you to put me on pedestals because I have flaws. I mess up. I'm not the perfect leader. You got what I'm saying? And so I got a few things that I do that's perfect. And that's my love is perfect. You got me wrong. You got my relationship with Christ, man. What I believe is perfect. I'm not the perfect follower, but my love for him is perfect. So I want them to realize that. So I don't walk around my office and we don't use the language upline and downline and all that stuff. We business partners, man. I run my business like a business. We have a leadership board. And the leadership board meets and put all the trainers together. And so I run it. So I have a board in my organization, and it consists of districts and divisions and regional leaders and RVPs. And you get responsibilities when you come in the office and say I'm on a team. And so you may be in charge of trainers, and you could actually be running a training as a district leader in our office. We are, every leader is appointed a week that they got to put all the trainers together and so on. And people are picked to do different trainings. And so when someone come to me and say, hey, coach, we need more training in this area, I say, great. I want you to go study your craft, put your presentation together, present it to me, and you will do training on that. So it's no dictatorship. It's like, because you know what, guys? The first book I started, when I would start to go speak, people would say, are you a minister? Are you this? And I was like, no. And it was like, wow, you sound say, hey, listen, call me the janitor, just pay me. So my first book that I started that I never finished is the difference between a title and a position. I am not impressed with titles. I'm impressed with people who have a position in society. How are you giving back to society? I find very few people who live up to titles. Corporate America gave you titles. That's why people are chasing district leader. They're chasing RVP. Do you not know that that's not supposed to be a title? That was supposed to be a position? It's because to whom much is given, finish. So if I hold the position RVP, it comes with responsibilities. Make sense?
Yes.
And so it comes with humility. And the moment I hold the title as a senior rep, that means I recruited 3 people, correct?
Yes.
It comes with responsibility. Because it's no longer just about me. I have 3 people that's looking at me. And so they're looking to see if I'm accountable. They're looking to see if I show up. They're looking to see if my camera is on doing the virtual meetings. They're looking to see if I'm going to buy tickets to the next event.
Come on, that's it.
Nobody should be begging you to buy tickets. Because the average adult wastes $500 to $700 eating out. So you had the money for the tickets. It's just haven't been a priority. Right? And so the thing is that why? Because if you bought a certain amount of tickets, you would have been at Jane's house last night. Jane and Peter's house last night, right? And you weren't there. And it was amazing. I was telling everybody, I was sending people messages, 9 full bathrooms. I'm moving to Boston. They picked out my bedroom in their house. That's something how I go in people's house and be claiming rooms in their house. I don't know, there's so many $1 million earners in this company homes. They love inviting me to their homes. I be picking out my rooms in their homes. It's so amazing, right? It's like Mike and Regina Evans have a condo in Cape Coral, beautiful condo in Cape Coral. They live in Chicago, but they have this condo in Cape Coral. And I have a room there. And so when I'm exhausted mentally and need to relax, I go to Cape Coral, to their condo, and I hide. And so she'll meet me there. I was like, you gotta come, you know what I'm saying? Just give me the code. The elevator opens up in the condo. I just need the code to get in the elevator. Why you need to come? And she was like, well, I'm coming too. So we go to her home, and so I'm in the room, and she's texting me, are you coming out? No. Are you gonna eat? Not today. Do you want to go out to dinner? No. I came to relax. Stop trying to feed me. Do you want some ice cream? I'm on the way. That's how she gets me out the room. I'm going to get some ice cream. I said, okay. I booked a massage for you. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to get the right people in your circle, right? So listen to this, guys. So listen to this. You may have heard this before. A lady went to the pastor and said, I won't be attending church anymore. He said, may I ask why? She said, I see people on their cell phones doing the service. Some are gossiping. Some just ain't living right. And they are all hypocrites. The pastor got silent and said, okay, but can I ask you to do something for me before you make your final decision? She said, what's that? He said, take a glass of water and walk around the church 2 times and don't let any water fall out that glass. She said, yes, I can do that. She came back and said, it's done. He asked her 3 questions. 3 questions for you guys. He asked her 3 questions. Did you see anybody on their phone? Did you see anybody gossiping? Was anybody living wrong? She said, I didn't see anything because I was so focused on this glass. Right. So the water wouldn't fall.
Come on. Right.
He told her, when you come to church, you should be just that focused on God. Right. So that you don't fall. That's why Jesus said, follow me. He did not say follow Christians. Don't let your relationship with God be determined by how others relate with God. Let it be determined by how focused you are on God. See, when you come into this business and you depend on other people's opinions to determine if it's real, your emotions are going to be up and down, and guys, high emotions equal low intelligence. And so when you're making emotional decisions, it's impossible to make an intelligent one. You got what I'm saying? When people are going through emotional experiences of a loss, I tell them make no decisions for 2 years. Major decisions. Because the thing is, you're very emotional right now because of a loss. Should I sell a house? Wait 2 years. Should I sell my business? Wait 2 years. You need time to settle down those emotions so that you can make an intelligent one, or you're going to have regrets. So that's the thing, right? Never tell your 11th floor vision to someone that's in the basement. They don't have no windows down there. They don't have the same view you have. You guys keep giving your 11th floor vision and goals to somebody in the basement because you went to school with them, or they're your cousin, or they're your mama or your daddy, and they don't have it. And you have to trust that your vision, I don't trust my eyes, I trust my visions. My eyes saw pain, my eyes saw lack, my eyes saw poverty. My visions are rich. My visions are huge, guys. They are amazing. So stop trusting your eyes and trust your visions. The grace of God will never lead you where his strength can't keep you. When you buy other people's opinions, you also buy their lifestyle. So look at the people you are asking for their opinions, and look at their lifestyles and ask yourself, is that how I want to live? Is that what I want? What are you buying into? You are absolutely amazing. And Jane and Sid, their focus is not to make you them, but to make you the best version of you. Right. That's their focus. I never wanted to be Andy Young. I always wanted to be me, but I needed to be a better version of me. And so that's the whole focus when you are here, right? And so let me ask you this. Let me also share this with you. And I thought this was really good. And I'm going to share you with some stuff how I stir up things. The donkey told the tiger, the grass is blue. Listen to this. The tiger replied, no, the grass is green. The discussion became heated, and the two decided to submit the issue to the arbitration, so they approached the lion. As they approached the lion on his throne, the donkey started screaming, Your Highness, isn't it true that the grass is blue? The lion replied, if you believe it is true, the grass is blue. The donkey rushed forward and continued, the tiger disagrees with me, contradicts me, and annoys me. Please punish him. The king then declared, the tiger will be punished with 3 days of silence. The donkey jumped with joy and went on his way, content, repeating, the grass is blue, the grass is blue. The tiger asked the lion, Your Majesty, why have you punished me? After all, the grass is green. The lion replied, listen to this, guys. You have known and seen the grass is green. The tiger asked, so why do you punish me? The lion replied, that has nothing to do with the question of whether the grass is blue or green. The punishment is because it is degrading for a brave, intelligent creature like you to waste time arguing with an ass. I tell you, y'all know this opportunity is real. Right. You have example after example. Right. We can't make it up our income, everything is exposed about us.
Right.
We in a regulated industry, everything have to show. And then you ask somebody their opinion, and they say, no, that's a scam, that's a pyramid, and you believe them. And then they don't agree with you, and you want to go back and forth and argue with them. Why? He said that the punishment is because it is degrading for a brave, intelligent creature like you to waste time arguing with an ass. And on top of that, you came and bothered me with that question just to validate something you already knew was true. I called the friend, and the person I called a friend said, would love an opportunity to share with you what I do. That's my word, share. Share is non-threatening. Why would you say no if I ask you, can I share with you what I do? I would love an opportunity to share with you what I do. She said, well, no. She was like, no, I'm just not interested. And, and plus, you're always away. And, and I think you should do this. I said, no, excuse me. Did you think I was coming to you to validate me? To confirm me and affirm me? God has done that for me already, my dear. I said I want to share with you what I do. I never told you I needed your validation. I never said that I needed you to confirm me or affirm me. I don't need that. I got that already. I am secure in who I am. I know for sure I was sent. I'm not looking to another human being to do that for me. God, stop it. Stop looking for people to confirm you. Get that internally. Stop looking for that externally. Right? And so he said the biggest waste of time is arguing with a fool and a fanatic who doesn't care about truth or reality, but only the victory of his beliefs and illusions. Never waste time on discussions that makes no sense. There are people who for all the evidence presented to them, do not have the ability to understand. Others who are blinded by ego, hatred, and resentment. And the only thing that they want to do is be right, even if they aren't. He said, ignorance only screams when intelligence moves on. Woo, baby. So I want everybody in here to know you made a good decision.
Yes.
You made a great decision to be here. And someone may say that that's so weird that you've been sitting in a meeting since 11 o'clock. But boy, I used to stay in the club longer than that. I used to stay on the phone with a man I felt that I wanted to get with. And so if you all tired on the phone, you had to go to work the next day. He said, you ain't got to. You ain't got. Y'all on the phone talking, and you still went to work the next morning. Right. And then you come into a room that will absolutely change your life, and you tired. You come into a room that will actually absolutely change your life, and you ready to go home. I'm telling you, I can't get enough of being fed the truth that will change my life, so that I can give Shanina Lisa Jones and Skylar Lisa Jones, my daughter and my grandbaby, the best life that life has to offer.
Right.
Wisdom, most importantly, and then finance. So I want you guys to know, give yourself a hand, because you stuck it out. That's a big day on here that you stuck it out. And make sure that those tickets that's going on sale today, don't leave the room without getting your tickets. Because don't take for granted there's going to be any more available when that day comes. That's my birthday weekend. I know it's going to be nice and I will not be there. No November the 15th is a big deal, baby. At age 48, I was diagnosed with stage 4 cervical cancer. I am 62 years old today. I didn't think I would make it. And my birthday month, I celebrate birth months, not birthdays. But my birth month is such a big deal. Every week I have a plan and I invite people to the different things. So it's spa day, it's 1 week. Another week we go walk a couple miles and then go back to the house. My daughter's a chef and she fixed this spread and we have a chat and chew and have discussions. That's my favorite thing. What Jane had at her house, that's my favorite. That's my favorite. Sitting around and just talking. I love that kind of stuff, right? And so one of the things that I really believe I was gonna have a talk show. That's why they wanted me to meet Oprah and start a talk show. I've been asked to start talk shows. I turned it down, it wasn't time yet. But that's my favorite thing, is to have a group, circle, chat, and chew, which is how I get my activity.
Come on.
So I ask my clients to host chat and chews at their homes. So they say how many people need to be there. I say a minimum of 10. And so they get their family and friends at their homes, their neighbors at their homes, and I go in to speak. That's my favorite gathering. I love doing stuff like that. I play games, we have icebreakers, we do all kind of games and so on to get people have fun. And we have all kind of titles, cupcakes and conversations, food, fun and finance, wine, wings and wealth, divas and dollars. I mean, we have all kind of creative sayings, but getting gathers together. Because we can get together for Super Bowl parties. We can get together for cookouts. I mean, baby showers, they be having 200 people at the baby showers. But we can't get together for wealth and prosperity parties. My daughter had a happy hour on a Friday. She invited all of her college friends. She said in the first hour, I want to tell y'all why I'm happy. They thought they was coming just to drink. Right? We had a presentation on how to be happy in life. She said, I'd like to present my mother to you guys. I talked to these young college students. We had such a great time. They all put their investments in place for $50 a month. And then I left so they can make some drinks. Okay. But it's like, so you gotta get creative, guys. What happened to your creative juices? So the men have Men's Day, Men in Wealth. The women, this is Women's Month. I have a couple of virtual women events that I'll be doing, virtually. Tomorrow I have to speak for a sorority, the Zetas. I speak for the Deltas, the AKAs, all kind of sororities. I speak for the ministries in the church. I need you guys to get creative. You are thinking onesie, twosies. I need you to start thinking in the multitudes. You know, the disciple said, like, why do you keep telling these stories? Keep telling all these parables, these stories. Said the truth is hidden in the story. The student seeks out the truth, but the crowd wants to be entertained. I'm curious, did you come here for entertainment or did you come here for the truth? A student always pays a tuition, and the truth is given to the one who pays the tuition. What's your tuition in pride? Your attendance, your attitude, the tickets. That's your tuition. The student pays the tuition. The student is the one that gets the truth. But the crowd wants to be entertained. You with me, you get to see everything. But people listen when you put it in story form. That's how I pass every exam, by the way. You tell me the story behind this rule, got it. Couldn't pass that 26 because I didn't. Then when I sat in this class, this older guy told why they came up with the rules and the purpose and how it was protecting people and all of this. And then I'm a crusader. Tell me the story behind it. I'll go past it every time. Which is how I learn the word. The stories for me. You got me, guys? Yeah. So you got to get creative on how you can get group gatherings. Where are you? So when I ask people for referrals, I don't ask them for their cousin. The first thing I ask you is, what organization are you a part of? Card club, bowling, book club, sorority, fraternity, Mason, Eastern Stars? What are you a part of? Singles ministry, marriage ministry, youth ministry? What organization? That's the first set of referrals I ask for. By the way, I say what I want. I'm not going to just say, can you give me referrals? Because then you give me anything. I'm going to tell you how to treat me. You guys got to tell people how to treat you. So I am very specific when I ask God for something. I am very specific in what I want. Lord, I need you to introduce me to people who can make decisions. I'm very specific in what I ask for. Lord, I'm looking for people that got money to move forward now. I'm very specific in what I ask for, right? And so, you got to tell people what you're looking for. So ask them, when you're asking for people to refer you, ask them what are they a part of. Are the children on a basketball team, a baseball team, a football team? Can I meet with the parents? Are you on the teachers, on the parents committee at the school? What school do they go to? Do you know the principal? So my organization is always looking for COIs, Center of Influencers. And they gather Center of Influencers, and we talk about how to approach that Center of Influencer. Is it a politician? I went to the representative politician in my community, went to his office, said I would like to talk to him. Said, do you have an appointment? I don't have an appointment, but I still would like to talk to him. Said, well, I'm see if I can get a couple of minutes with him. And I told him what I was looking for. Hey, listen, I want to share my initiatives with you. I looked on and I saw all your initiatives. You're working with these universities. This is what you want to do for the community. I want you to know this is what I want to do for the community. He said, why should I help you? I said, because I voted for you. Because I voted for you. What do you mean? Next thing I know, I was teaching class at the universities on finance.
Yes.
Y'all don't know it. You guys got a gold mine in your hand. And I remember the newspaper came to do a write-up on me, and so came in my office. She said, Primerica, oh yeah, and I, girl, don't play me. So she was like, somebody approached me at a McDonald's. I said, I pray to God it was one of my people. And she looked nervous. I said, because broke people walk in McDonald's too. She said, don't play with me. Don't hide behind your outfit.
Right.
You look cute, but don't mean you got money. Right. You got what I'm saying? Don't mean you know what to do with it. Y'all stop looking at people material possessions and think they got it going on. Stop that. The knowledge you have that you gained here is more than most people know, and you think you need more information. You know enough to help most of society because they don't know the difference between whole life and term. They don't know the difference between putting their money in accounts that do make 9% versus an account making less than 1. You have enough information to help most of society, and you think you need to know more. You think they know more than you because they drive a nice ride. I've sat down with people with a million and they knew nothing about finance. Stop it. Stop it, right? And so get used to doing some groups. So what I did was, I say, if you showing up, you're already motivated. Listen to me, we got 6 minutes, come on. If you're showing up, you're already motivated, true? True. Yes. You don't need another motivational speech, right? Right. You need, if you're not recruiting and you're not marketing these solutions, that's a self-esteem issue. Yes. Because recruiting is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Come follow me, I'm going to make you fishermen of men. But my dad has died. Can I go home and bury him? Let the dead bury the dead. Come on, boy. We got stuff to do. Y'all here? Y'all got me? Right. So if you're not recruiting, which is the easiest part of our business, If you're not recruiting, it's because of what you see when you look in the mirror and you don't like what's looking back. Because you will never tell somebody, come follow me, if you don't know where you're going. So the first thing you got to decide is where you're going. Where are you going? What is it going to look like? What difference are you going to make? And you got to become very good at telling people, I'm going to change the world. I'm looking for people to come change it with me. Oh, I'm going to empower some folks. I'm going to break generational curses. I'm going to help people get from under financial bondage. Man, I'm going to help people become debt free. I need to train a few people to help me because I can't do it by myself.
That's right.
Is it you? Or should I look for another?
Yeah.
You got to be able to tell people where you're going. Have you decided where you're going?
Yes.
Have you even decided? If you're not recruiting, it's a self-esteem issue. There's only two things: self-esteem or laziness. True?
True.
If you're lazy, then you know. Lukewarm people. Can't do nothing with them. You got me, guys?
Yes.
You're either working for it or you're not. Right? And so you got to get comfortable with telling people, come follow me. Right? And then you got to know what you're going to do when you're out there. So tell them what it's going to look like. Man, people don't have a clue about this stuff. This was not the conversation at my dinner table when I was growing up.
Right.
Amazing parents, but they didn't know these principles.
Right.
They did a great job feeding us.
Yeah.
But they didn't know these principles. It wasn't always afforded to the African American community. But now we can't use that as an excuse.
Right.
Because there are meetings being held. But we'd rather go to Walmart during meeting time. Make sense, guys?
Yes.
So now, when you decide who you are, what you do, you go after those center of influences and tell them, these are my initiatives. This is how I want to give back. I would love an opportunity to share financial principles of how to build a strong financial house. With emphasis on how to be debt-free. Emphasis on how to save for children's education. How to save for retirement planning. Folks don't know the rule of 72. Let me tell you, this gets people on their high horse every time. Everything comes with instructions but the paycheck. You purchase a toaster, you get instructions. If you look at the back of your garment, there are instructions on how to care for that garment. But no instructions come with the paycheck. And what I do is I give people instructions for the paycheck. Guys, that gives people that are high social status, every time I say that, they be like, you're right. There was no instructions with the paycheck. So I made poor financial decisions because I had no instructions.
Right.
Make sense, guys?
Yes.
So you gotta get good at telling people what your initiatives are, but you need to sit down and write it out. You gotta write it out so that when you talk to them, you are talking with your chest, you bold, and you are matter of fact, and you're not looking for them to confirm you.
Right.
One of the things I said to the team, I am responsible for the seed. God is responsible for the harvest.
Right.
So I'm gonna go sow the seeds everywhere I can.
Right.
And some gonna fall on rocky ground. Some gonna fall in the crack and they're gonna start sprouting and then the weeds gonna choke them out. Their friends gonna tell them, oh, don't do that. Come go with us to club.
Right.
And then some gonna fall on good soil. And I'm gonna make sure I sow enough that I hit some good soil.
That's right.
But I don't know who's good soil right away.
Right.
So I gotta at least sow.
Right.
And then they show me who they are.
Right.
Make sense, guys?
Yes.
So you need to be up in the universities. You need to be in the classrooms. You need to speak to every group out there. I got a call to speak at the bikers conference. Bunch of motorcycle riding folks. I'm looking at all them guys. Right? So I had an opportunity to speak right there. And when I got in that room and they had their vests on and their names of fallen soldiers, right? And I talked to them. And man, I really got to them. And I mean, it was thousands and thousands of them. and they put in the survey for a follow-up. Y'all see what I'm saying? It is so much business out here. And we up there looking for who don't want nothing. What's the lowest fruit, hanging fruit? And we trying to go after people with a poverty mindset that don't want to change.
Right.
When I started, they called me Save the World Lisa M. Jones. I was going after everybody with a poverty mindset that didn't want to change. It wore me out. I don't do it anymore.
Right.
The purpose of a therapist is to help you get over the pain of your past.
Right.
The purpose of a coach is to help you unpack the potential of your future.
Right.
Are you a therapist or are you a coach? Was you supposed to talk to that person and minister to them, or were you supposed to recruit them? Think about that. We got a hold of something powerful. There are groups gathering all around you. You can now put in your zip code and it'll tell you what's going on all around you. You need to go to those rooms. You need to get out the house and go to those places. They need to know your name. They need to know you in this zip code. They need to know you in this state. They need to know you the one that's going to change lives. Nobody know you. You didn't tell enough people who you are.
Right.
I want everybody to know. Dr. Lisa M. Jones is in the house.
Yep.
She's in the community. She's in the zip code. She's in this state. Y'all need to know who I am. Guys, you deserve it. I'm not better than nobody in here. I just know my self-worth.
Right.
And I take myself out there and I meet the people. God bless you guys. Let's go do something amazing.